Another day and more chores. So I'm about to start feeding the animals and milking the goats, and I am so pleased with myself. I have been scouring through the house, cleaning it from top to bottom. And with all of this, with just coming back from the wagon train and getting back in the groove, I have been getting ready for school. We haven't started school yet. We've kind of made it a family rule, I guess, to not start before Labor Day. And so we start after Labor Day, but with just getting back from the wagon train and wanting to really start fresh with the house and working on that, we're going to start next Monday. So that is coming up quickly, and I'm wanting to get through every corner of the house to get it clean before we start that. And also, I have other things that I'm needing to do, like sell baby goats. So I am going to be getting good pictures of them, getting them on my site and putting them on Craigslist. That has been a very good place for us to find homes for them. And so that is on the docket for today. Also, I said in the other video that I was going to be doing peaches, and I haven't done that yet, and they need to be done. So I will be getting the skin off peaches and turning them into yummy food. I also have cherries that I had pitted and cut in half. I got out the little seed and then put in the freezer because I just couldn't get it done before we went on the wagon train. So I need to get those out and turn those into yummy things as well. And choke cherries are ripe. I hope that my mom and the birds haven't gotten all of my choke cherries. So I need to go and pick some of those because that's just a yummy, that's honestly, choke cherries were the food of choice growing up. We had a choke cherry tree in the backyard growing up, and I had purple teeth and purple fingers probably every day during the summer when they were ripe. So good memories with choke cherries.
Our dear sweet Eagle, I've been feeding her kind of off by herself, and I've been feeding her eggs. Just extra eggs, old eggs that we have. And, it's one of those things. We gotta get her better. She is one of our money makers, and we gotta get her to have babies. Things just didn't work out to get her bred sooner than we have, and so, I don't know, we just gotta get her better. Really? You need some food? Okay, I'll get you some food. What do you say? Say it nicely, please. Okay, just a second.
I have been going through, actually I've done it 2 or 3 times already. It's this devotional that is about fasting from wrong thinking, and it's really been challenging to me. And the first day talks about the wrong thinking that says I can't change. And I think we can so easily get into that thought of I am the way I am, I can't change, it doesn't matter. But the truth is, we can change. I remember when growing up in my little small hometown, I felt like I was defined in a certain way, that I was shy, that I don't know, that I just didn't talk much, and that is just who I was, that I wasn't outgoing and all of that. And I felt like I was defined by that. And because I was defined by that,
that's the way I was. I had to, like, I don't know, live up to that or something. And I couldn't change. It kind of made me stuck in that feeling and that thought. But when I went to college, I had this thought of, nobody knows me. I can be anything and anyone I want. I can change. And I did. I was much more outgoing, goofy, and more lighthearted. And so just changing my atmosphere, changing my location, changing the people I was around that didn't know me, allowed me to change. And so I really believe that if there's something right now that you feel like I need to change, I gotta get better, I gotta do better, that it can happen, that you can change. Huh, Faith? And so that is my encouragement for you today, is to realize that she's getting in the grain, you stinkers over, is to realize that you can change, that there is that ability, that grace. Grace is, I believe, defined as God's empowerment. Grace is the extraordinary power of God living through you. God raised Jesus from the dead, and it says clearly that, I'm having a wreck here. And it says clearly that we have that grace in us, that same power. And I think that alone should cause us to realize how much, control, power is the right word, to change our lives. And so just know that you have that extraordinary power in you, and that it is possible to change whatever it is. Maybe you can make a list of things that says, I need to change this. For me, I have been cleaning the house and really working on getting that to a better standard. I'd rather clean the barn than clean the house. I don't know why that is, but it's true. So that's something I have been working on, and I need to change. I need to be more organized, and I can do that. And especially with all the school stuff coming up and the business and just all of the animals and all of that, it is so important. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless you. It is so important that I realize that I can change, and that it's possible and will be wonderful and a blessing when I do. So you have the power to do it. You have the grace to do it. It is a gift for you to do it. God says that He has given us that ability, and so it's a gift to do that. Just know that you need to believe in the process. When you start the process of change and you work on it every day, you will be changed. That's the process of life. That's the way God made us. We practice and we do it and we change. Believe in that process. Also, believe that you are loved by God. God loves you, and He doesn't want you to stay where you're at. He wants you to step into who you are. So that means that you can't define yourself by the way you think you are. You can't define yourself by the way your spouse thinks you are, or your kids, or your church members, or your friends, or your family, anyone. You can't define yourself by anyone but by what God says. And He loves you, and He has empowered you to live a life of godliness and to be able to change. And so through all of that, you need to realize that this is changing the way you think. And when you change the way you think, you will change the way you act. And so remember that. You gotta get this stuff up here. You gotta get what's up here under control. You gotta get it where you believe in your head
so that what you act and what you do comes out of your actions in your heart. It starts here, it ends here, and it goes out by what you do. So I hope that was encouraging. I know that that's something that I think we can all learn and do and work on. It's peaches time. I have my lineup all ready to go. So first the peaches, then the boiling water, then the very cold water. This will be for the skins of the peaches. And in here I will put the peaches that have no skin on them anymore. So the boiling water, I don't know what it does, but it separates the skin off the peaches, and then you put it in really cold water, and from there you can very easily just peel off the skin. It's awesome. And pretty quick. You leave the peaches in the water for, I think, 15 or 30 seconds, not too long, and because you don't want them cooking at all, so it's a quick deal. And so you just put them in really quick, get them in the cold water, and keep working them like that. You can see my lovely wall behind here. We just actually, it's been like a year that we did this. We opened up this wall. There was a wall here and just a door right here. And and then we found, I knew this was back here, this, it's like what used to be the old stove, like the chimney. And I thought, we're going to uncover that. Now I just need to clean it up. And we've got to do finishing things. We're going to get rid of this paneling. These are my plans. I'm going to do some shelving here. And so I'm hoping once we can get past haying and all of that, to get some sheetrock and get working on that. So I'm excited because we spend so much time in the kitchen. It would be nice to have a nice kitchen. It's just, it takes so long to get there. So here I go, peaches.
I don't know for how long I'll get to hold your.
So you can see here that, and I'm just using one hand, but you can see how it just peels off even with one hand. So that shows how easy it is to peel off the skins once you do this.
My best until the day that I'll die. I won't lie. I won't lie. It's not going to be easy, but I'll try. Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here. I will stay here. And as long as my heart beats like a drum, then I won't back down.
All skinned and ready to go. Isn't that the most beautiful sight? So yummy and so easy. Hey Odessa, what are we gonna go mail?
One day you will leave.
Oh, the goat binder. Yes, we got some orders. We've been, every day I mail, and so I've been mailing out goat binders every day. So don't forget to order yours. You even get a note from me. But I do, I mail out every day. So usually I don't go into town every day, but now I am. We are still doing this, but rain is coming and we gotta get these bales in, but it's such hard work. I was working really hard to get it stacked and home.
Yeah.
Right before sunset, we are breaking out the electric fence. So, Mr. Boar, you're gonna meet your match. So, we're gonna get this electric fence put up, and that's gonna solve our problem. We should have done it a long time ago. You know, it's one of those things, sometimes it's those easy things that are the hardest things to do for some reason, but now we're gonna do it.
And as long as heart beats like a drum, then I won't back.
He probably knows. He might be. These are the girls never experienced it.
That's right. Ron uses
The metal there.
Hey, watch. He knows. He knows it's on because he's used to electric. Is he gonna test it? He knows because at Ron and Jane's, they used electric.
Does he actually know?
He knows it's there. He's not. He won't even go within 5 feet.
No. Are you gonna touch it? Oh, that scared me. That scared me, Mom.
I know.
Go.
No, stay out.
Don't touch that wire, Dad.
And
That
I
will
missed.
hurt.
She hit it, and she squealed like a banshee. Yeah, she was not happy. We'll see if she
We're
does
gonna
it
watch her
again.
again.
I think she got it. She knows. She's like, one time for me.
I didn't either.
It is getting late and I'm finally getting back to my peaches. We stopped and had to do the haying, picking up hay, and then working on the electric fence for the pigs, and now I'm finally back inside to work on the peaches. When I cut them, I do cut them in bigger chunks because we actually use our peaches mostly in our yogurt. We love to put the peaches in our yogurt, and then the peach jam is just perfect for it. So I do cut them into bigger pieces and leave them instead of like mashing them like you probably normally would. But it's nice to have those, I think, bigger chunks in the yogurt. So that is why I do them with bigger chunks. So I use Pomona's Pectin, and the great thing about this is that you can use less sugar. You know, usually when you're making jams and jellies, it's like 4 cups of either juice or the pure, you know, or the mashed fruit to 4 cups of sugar, and that's ridiculous. You use the powder, then you have calcium water, and then you add in, you can use honey with this, and you can use way less. Like I'll probably put in a half a cup of honey in this per 4 cups of the peaches, and it will taste wonderful, and it won't be that overpowering sweet. It'll be peaches and wonderful. So that is the great thing about Pomona's Pectin.
The pig who ran through the electric fence is now back where she belongs. Peaches are made. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share.